we have three different subscriptions. Each subscription has its own quota. We need to find a formula to calculate how much cost each teacher on each tier. Then we need to understand like how we need to spend on infrastructure to support this one teacher. So basically to find a minimum price just for supporting. Then take a note that we have one plan which is free, and basically paid plans must support this free. So let's say one paid teacher, one teacher with paid plan can support 10 free users, just example. So we need to understand how much quotas is required for one teacher to do the usual work as individual teacher. Let's make it all looking professional. Also, I want you to use Visual Explainer to generate HTML report where we will see all calculations, all formulas, all assumptions, and in the end, as a result, we will see cost and your suggested price for each tier, your expectations for how many usage will be used, what are the most risky stat inside our quotas, and suggestions how to fix it, how to improve it. Yeah, and I just understood that I would like to enable maximum effort for it. Let's select maximum. Now we can paste what we discussed. So while he's generating the plan and so on, we can focus on fixing issues that we have. So first visual issue is those two scroll bars. Let's do this. So we just open new terminal. Usually, I mean, we can also enable max effort. Luckily, I have plenty of usage. It's more than enough for me. I usually put like URL of page initially so it could understand what I'm talking about. On this page, we have two vertical scrolls. Can you fix it? So basically, it's easier to go one request at a time to have shorter interactions. Yeah. So meanwhile, for cancel subscription, yeah, I guess we already fixed everything. I don't know. I don't like this icon. It's usually refers to AI. Yeah, and for us it's just like current plan, so it looks weird. Also, this quota table, it just feels that it's out of place. Maybe we could make it like to the right. Yeah, but those things that I'm talking, it's mostly for user experience, so we just need to look for bugs now. Yeah, I remember another bug we had, it's when we refresh the page. At first we show current plan like free, and then only real plan, so that's what we need to fix. Also about change plan, I guess we need to move it somewhere higher, maybe somewhere here, like, because it's too far. Then when we open this page we see that we are not logged in, so that's also wrong. We have this AI credit calculator, but I guess no, actually model preset, they all will be quality, so we can ask to remove this. And 29 credits, yeah, that's exactly what we used yesterday. Include AI cover image. Yeah, I mean, if it's 4 credits, we can keep it. Only 50 credits, but we will change it all. Classroom steps basically doesn't change amount of words. It's just if you want to have one long step, yeah, or 2 short ones. So I mean, this one seems pretty good. Yeah, so like first time when you just start conversation, usually takes more time for Claude Code to prepare some, I don't know, basic understanding of this page. Then when I will ask some other improvements related to this page, and maybe even for other pages, it still will be quicker. Yeah, another thing that I really would love to see in Claude Code, and I hope that one day they will add it, it's notification, yeah, that some action was finished. Because, for example, we can do something here and we will not see that terminal finish its work. So that's something that seems simple, at least from user side, and we're still missing it. Yeah, I guess those two also doesn't make sense. Like, we have 2 titles talking about the same. I guess this one must be removed. Also here we have too many points, which is I guess they are not important. I mean, they included in every plan. Doesn't make sense to show them basically all that. It makes sense just to remove it and keep here. It just, you know, for example, when you look at some Supabase pricing, for example, you will see like, okay, actually here it's quite short, but I remember, yeah, below they have like all features and so on, but that's for developers who really care about it. You know, it's important for them. Basically, each param, it's something that they need to decide if they want to use this plan or this service at all. But for teachers, basically the simplest is the best. Yeah, so we have some results here. Again, so usually I just because it's kind of complex big feature to understand it, I usually run another reviewer. Yeah, so just because it's not technical thing, it's mostly SEO thing. Yeah, let's run SEO review and see what will happen. So the most powerful thing here, it will ask you questions. So it will review and ask some important questions which may not get to your head in general, or sometimes you may just need to, I don't know, spend a lot of time until the thoughts come. Sometimes when I work with few terminals, I like to move them here. So cursor has really flexible layout. You can put it whenever you want. You can have 3 columns. It's just easier to see some questions. So for example, on this terminal, let's call it like subscriptions page. Yeah, we're working. We can create one more terminal, move it here, click like split right. No, why it doesn't work? I guess we need to open some file, click split right, and then move this terminal here, close file. Yeah, and like this we can have 3 terminals, so we can actually hide our Explorer. We don't need it. And here we can run one more session, but already to fix issues that we have on this page here. Something we discussed, why wasting time if we can just do it. So let's say I don't like this. So basically we can say first remove these titles, then second let's say on each plan remove these points, yeah, so I don't know, gaps are pretty big, but I guess it's because I have zoom, so you could see text easier because the screen is big. So I guess gaps are fine for now. I would like this AI credits calculator maybe to be closer to this. Anyway, oops. for now it's good. Again, just to simplify this, I guess we can remove classroom steps and model presets. So remove classroom set and model presets on AI calculator. Assume always the highest quality and one step. So why I like one step? Because it's easier for teacher to move something to 2 steps if they need it, or to 3 steps manually. Just copy, cut and paste, then to merge it. Because personally for me it's simpler when we have just 2 steps, one for classroom and one for homework. But again, I'm not English teacher. That's the problem of most startups, when people trying to do something thinking about themselves, not about their customers. So we have some questions on the left. Let's write one more point. When user is logged in, we still show button to log in, instead show logged in user. And I will send him this screenshot like this. So meanwhile it's syncing and doing something, we can focus on questions. For the pricing analysis, which data source should drive the report? Query, actual cost ID plus usage counter. I guess it didn't fully understand me. Because we don't have real production data, it's not yet deployed, and for local development we have only a few lessons created. So synthetic scenarios, that seems like what we really have. Hybrid synthetic plus one real, so I need to check. Let's try this and see what will happen. Should the report treat the free plan as pure cost center or as a funnel? Yes, it's the moment when I don't fully understand what Code wants from me. Yeah, let's select what it recommends. I guess it's trying to have some dynamic report, which I can kind of open it in admin panel maybe. So again, I guess if you already have experience with real project, you know that every application has their own super admin panel. Yeah, it can be hidden from usual users inside application, or in some cases it can be even separate fully standalone application where owners of the product can manage and configure how the application works. Yeah, basically configure everything, every UI, every logic, something like that. Also, they can have dashboards about how the app is used. So a lot of useful information just to make application working better and stable. Yeah, I just wanted to show you that we also have this super admin, but just because it's still in progress, our web is temporarily doesn't work. So live stream is streaming. But at least today, I didn't see warning from YouTube that there are some issues with sending video data, because yesterday it said that there was not enough bitrate or something like this, even though the end result seems fine. Okay, so on the right, and this one was fixed. So now we can refresh and see the results. So it removed title. I guess this also doesn't look really beautiful here. If you remove it, we could have like all that stuff shifted higher, and we need user to focus on plans here. So let's just do this. So subscribe pricing here. Remove breadcrumbs, I guess like this, on this page. So on the left we can just say yes, okay, plan is ready, and we can do it. So usually when it's some important feature, yeah, I review it well, but here just numbers and all this plan. Basically it's not doing anything with code. It will just generate HTML documents that we will review anyway. So breadcrumbs were removed. I guess it's still too big gap. So let's say I can just copy this and say reduce gap on top of that title to match bottom gap. Yeah, so by the way, you see it can query production database, probably either using MCP that I showed on previous stream, or it's smart enough to go to your .env file, take that value and make actual connection to database. So you must be careful with it. But you saw that Automod just banned this comment, it disallows this. And that's weird because I expected it to ask me like, okay, so it's weird comment here, and if you are not sure if you need to run, you can just ask. That's weird. Oops. So now it looks better. I guess at least for me it looks better. This feature still feels like out of place, but at least teachers will not miss it, yeah. Because I don't like when most websites by default enable you annual, and they show prices per month, even though you will pay for the whole year. So they kind of try to trick you to pay not what you expect to pay. I mean, still in the last confirmation check you will see full price, but I just like playing fair. So the most clear it's for teachers, for our users, what they will get and how they will get it. The less issues then we will have with refunding or issues that users will not trust us. So at least that I want to be really sure about. As well, you can see we had fixed not we, Claude Code fixed login button. Now it's our UI. Yeah, I guess people expect to see drop down when they click on it, but we will fix it on a separate PR. Yes, so now now it's better. I just don't like how it shows those minutes, and 15 and 30 minutes. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's realistic. Okay, 30 minutes maybe, yeah. If teachers have some trial lessons when they have first lesson with a new student, it's usually free. It can take less time, but just for 15 minutes it's like basically creating just single exercise, I would say. And you can see time for each generation is not changed, which is wrong, which is definitely wrong. So anyway, let's keep it like this, but generation, let's ask him to fix it. So that's on this page. In AI calculator, when I switch lesson duration, time of lesson generation is not changed. Why? As I understand, the longer lesson, the more time it takes to generate. So let's fix it. Let's see what will happen. Actually, for now, basically, how we have these calculations depends on model. We know all wrappers around user input. So our system prompts here that make lesson to be what it becomes in the end. And we can know how many tokens will take our system prompts. Then we take maximum length or middle length of user input, and we generated the tokens. We know like cost of input, yeah, so we can calculate it, because for each model we know how much will cost this amount of tokens. Output, it's something that we can't predict, yeah, but in our prompts we give AI model some limits, yeah, so your output must be not more than this amount of tokens and at least this amount of token, yeah. So basically we can take some middle for output, and generate generate how many credits or actual cost will be. Yeah, so okay, now we can see time is more realistic, but again, showing it in sequence, it's not good. So let's ask him. Let's change the way how we format time for lesson duration options and for preview results. Let's transform it to amount of minutes, then amount of seconds. I guess it understands me, because that's usually how it's shown. Okay, what else can we improve here? Okay, so I see that we have analysis ready. Let's check it. So that's the document that Claude Code generated us. So now let's try to understand it. So we have a basic and creator, typical margin, and at cap margin. Bottom line, so both tires are healthy. Changing zone is users who max out their credit cap. So if I understand correctly, yeah, it's it says that most users will use basic for this cost, and so this will be our profit. On this plan, again, most users will use this amount of credits, and this will be our profit. But if on basic people use credits, like for the, they will use all the credits, then we actually will be will have negative revenue. Yeah, so, and quite big negative just for one person. And yeah, I know one teacher, it's a friend of my friend. Back in the time when we decided to build this application, yeah, there was actually a group of people. Yeah, there was my friend who's also a developer, and it was our student years when, you know, we dreamed a lot about how we grew up successful, that each of us will have our own company, a lot of monies, and so on. So we were young, naive, but happy, and time back then was more, you know, more funny than now. And then I suggested this idea about building such platform. We all started discussing it because my friend has a few best friends who were teachers, English teachers, and I also had some English teachers that I were visiting at the time. Yeah, but then like in 2 or 3 weeks of active development and discussions about what this platform will be and so on, we understood that it's so complex and it will take so much time that we don't actually have. So we couldn't afford that back then. It's because each of us had, families. Okay, not families, work for sure, because with families it was 50-50. And yeah, but now thanks to Claude Code, we still can have like main work, we still can have family, our loved ones, they can see us, be with us, and still in parallel we can build some products. Again, maybe it's not will bring us a lot of money or worldwide popularity. Maybe we will not become famous, but at least we can go over this path. We can feel ourselves as a small CEO, of our small company. It's, I don't know, just like a game. So let's keep looking at the table, because it's all that interesting stories, but I guess you are here not because of those stories. And yeah, so we can see our price, our current quotas limits. Yeah, like credits that are converted to actual money, storage, and model pricing. So I guess currently we use yeah, actually I'm not sure. It says that this one is default, but last time when I checked, I wanted to use, again, if we go to our OpenAI platform, I'm still don't get the navigation. I mean, it's really confusing. So I remember there was somewhere like settings, and now I just don't see them. Maybe they're here. Oh yeah, so this menu where we had limits, no, not limits, general, not general, data controls, yeah, data controls. And with sharing, so we have some free limits for these models, yeah, so up to 250,000 tokens, which is a lot, because basically our one lesson takes like 10 or 20,000 tokens only. And yeah, and we can use GPT 5.4 for this. So it means that this one must be our default. So just for me not to forget, let's make our default model this, and return here. So to be honest about those image generations, maybe we need to just use better models. I'm still not sure about pricing. Again, generating images for stories, that's cool, but I don't think teachers need to pay extra cents for that. From another side, they will get free like copyright images that they can use. So in the future, when I'll finish editor that will be really comfortable and will have like good power with AI generation, plus you can manually edit anything you want. After that, I'd like to allow teachers to share their lessons. So basically, on our platform, we will have a big library of lessons, and each teacher can decide which lesson he wants to make public, available for other teachers or for students just to go through them individually. And another option is to allow teachers to sell those lessons, so to make somehow additional way for teachers to get some money from it, because what we can do, like if to look at really future perspective, which is possible, you can make the whole market on it, like teachers selling lessons, teachers creating creative original contacts, and it can be the whole courses that are focused on a specific topic, and what can be the best for student when some teacher comes to him, ask him, okay, what do you like, what are your hobbies, and student says, okay, I don't know, I like football, or I like space, or I like some movie. And then teacher says, okay, I have the whole course related to space, so we can learn all those boring tenses, vocabulary, and so on in context of space. And in parallel, so students will get really great lessons. And if teacher invested time in creating this lesson, invested AI credits, why not to allow sell this lesson again? But that's something we'll be thinking in the future, and hopefully in not so long future. It depends on how good I will do like in development. And right now I started YouTube channel just because I need to find some ways to get more money that can be invested into this product. When I was a student, I wanted to do everything just myself, I was thinking that it's possible, and I was greedy, in some way. But with so many years of experience working with real startups, I understand that basically the only way your startup can survive, it's to have a good team behind it. And we all understand that good people, experienced people will not work without good money. It's just because they have families, they need to support them, they have dreams, their own dreams. So that's why I'm here, trying to get some interest, popularity, maybe find some people who just will share my idea and will like to be involved into it. So so get back to our formulas. Okay, that's something weird. Not something I expected. Per lesson AI cost. So plan cost, content cost, cover cost, lesson cost. Okay, per teacher monthly infrastructure cost. That's something more interesting. So R2 cost, it's storage x 1.5 cent. So that's basically okay. Postgres post. Yeah, I mean, if you take Pro plan and yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm sure that people who know math and economy well, they will like these formulas, but for me it's not something I expected to see. Let's see this matrix, maybe it will be easier to understand. So let's have, so let's say we have 2 lessons, generated, we have, yeah, so that's basically, I guess, that's those numbers at the top that were shown us in the header, yeah. So like the minimum amount, but again, we will not use cheap preset. We always will use quality preset. So even if people generate just 2-3 lessons, but with quality, we will get more positive feedback about our application. So like, it's not something we should try to reduce money. Lessons. Again, so how I understand it is that our application shouldn't appear in situation when we have some losers. So let's say people pays for basic. We gave him some quotas, and if teacher uses all quotas for 100 persons, we shouldn't be in loss. We should have, I don't know, at least $1 profit, and then we should go from that point. If user uses less quotas, we will have more profit, and I guess that's how it should be. So we explain everything to AI and ask him to redo our quotas according to that new rules. So actually we should be able to sell additional packages of AI credits just in case someone, let's say, bought basic and he's okay with all quotas he has in basic. All he wants is to generate more lessons, so he needs more AI tokens, yeah, and he can get them as extra package. And again, we just make sure that we have at least some amount of revenue in any case. Okay, that's something, not sure we need this. Yeah, so as you can see, Code knows a lot of terms related to this area, and if I would just keep asking him questions like, okay, explain me more in details what is funnel framing, what it's used for, and so on, then I could learn on this process. I could understand how all those things work. But for now, to be honest, I don't think I really need that information. That's why I'll just stick to something simple. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to share like what we can do. I had no idea what result we will get. So, okay, now let's try to explain what we wanted. I want to introduce the most important rule. On any paid plan, if teacher uses 100% of his quotas, we still must have at least $1 of revenue. If teacher uses less quotas, it means we will have more revenue. That's the gold rule that we must make to work in our application. Let's make all needed changes to quotas to make this rule work. Also, it's important that all models will use this ChatGPT 504. Let's add to Claude MD rule that we will always use the best quality model for lesson generations. Let's make sure that all functions for cost estimations will also use correct quality model. We must have a way to additionally sell packages of AI credits, and we must sure that even if teacher uses all AI credits inside this package, we still must have at least 10% of spent money in revenue. Yeah, I guess it's okay for now to see what will change. So I expect that it will changes quotas to, again, I don't understand all those rules. I just told him what I want to be in the end, yeah, my positive flow. And based on that, he can, Claude Code can use all those formulas, rules, and just make it happen. So that's where magic comes from. Yeah, and also there are some assumptions and caveats. Yeah, okay, so we have some rate, yeah, because we pay for models in dollars, but we charge in euros. Again, we don't know how many teachers actually we can handle on our pro. Yeah, like database has a bunch of tires. Let me show you. I guess I have it here. Yeah, our production database. So if you go to project settings, to infrastructure, we will see, okay, no, then to general, no, compute and disk, okay, yeah. So we will see that right now we have free compute size, yeah, basically 0.5 gigabytes of memory, shared CPU. And then if we'll have real customers, we'll have to migrate to some bigger tire. But that's, I guess, not the most important thing. The most important thing, because this basically changes how quick your queries can be run. And I guess it depends only if queries are complex, yeah, so they will have more memory. Let's say you will fetch huge objects, or you'll need to do a lot of mapping, yeah, so you will need more CPU and memory to handle it. If you have small amount, I guess there are two ways. It's either will be super slow down or it will crash. Not sure, because I never reached yet that moments. But another metric which is real, and we can get it really quickly, it's if we go to database, query performance, and database. So that's those database connections. Yeah. So basically, one user. It's not always one connection. One user can actually generate quite a lot of connections if they're not handled properly, but still, usually it's more than one connection, and it means then, let's say, 10 users that are actively using an application, or maybe 15 users or 12, 20 users, they will reach this limit, and our application may end up in some failed request, some timeouts, and so on. So we can upgrade, yeah, to Pro to increase this, and I guess we can upgrade like additionally. Not sure where we can. Yeah, here, upgrade to Pro. So with Pro, yeah, not sure. I don't show it here. But I mean, when we upgrade to Pro, we will have more options to change how many connection limits we want. So we can additionally pay for all those limits. Real time, that's also a really important thing, because in Supabase we have only 100 active connections in free mode, and if people basically, when they just open website, we already use real time for each user for global chats, for some UI things. So, and when I investigated, real time can get really expensive. So with Stripe, basically we just pay some fees for payments. So we also need to take it into account here, so that we will not get all those full prices. Vercel. Again, people say that Vercel is pretty expensive, especially if our functions are not optimized, and when we are doing coding building with Claude code, yeah, usually it's not optimized, because no matter how you instruct your Claude code to make the most optimized code, it still sometimes does some trash, which is working, but trash. And then you need to decide either you want to spend hours to understand that code to debug it, or you can just spend a few minutes to look at it, that it's not the worst, yeah. Maybe it's not the best, but it's not the worst. So it's some middle ground. You can go with it for now. Conversion lifetime. Yeah. So anyway, let's go back to our results. What we have here. It suggests some packs, like $5 for 20 lessons, $10, $20, $50. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, so you see it wants to ask our opinion on its plan before it starts implementing it. proposal. Students, creators unlimited must go. It's a numeric ceiling. 4x basic. I mean, I guess it's okay because unlimited is not like Apple actually will add a lot of students templates there, so it still be some limited. Okay, but I don't see actually changes in okay, so it suggests to reduce basic credits from 1000 to 400, which is I guess fine, and creator credits from this to this. Students template sessions, because it's more than enough. Monthly cost cap. Yeah. I like the plan. Let's implement it. And also let's make sure that we updated quotas on every page. And perfectly, I want to have all those quotas to be in a single config file, or maybe in few configs files that are lying in a dedicated folder for it. So actually, we already have this folder. I'm just curious if AI will find it. So let me show you what we store there. So this we can already merge here, and yeah, pass. I need to find we have config folder. Yeah. Plans. No, I guess it's yep. So seems that this is it. We have plan limits. We have plan prices in euro. We have commitment periods, commitment discounts. Again, maybe in the future I will not be happy about this decision to have so big discounts, but if people would actually use it, that would help me to to start good. So compute period. I remember we had somewhere limits. Prisma global. Yeah, here we have folder limits. So basically, we need to protect our database from people who want to break our application. Yeah, I hope that those people who can break applications, they're really smart, and they don't want to waste time trying to break it. Sorry, I see a new message in channel. It just I get used that I don't have any viewers, so I forgot to look at it. So we have a user saying that highest quality plus lowest price minus viewers, followers and chatters all in one. Kit. Look at my username. Not sure what you mean here. Maybe it's some spam, to be honest. I guess we can ignore those messages. Or if it's not spam and you actually wanted to say something, just please rephrase, say it somehow differently, because I don't understand it, what you mean. Yeah, and I guess that's just a spam because there's no viewers active. So it's just people come to stream, they send some messages and they disappeared. But it's still good than nothing. Anyway, so we need to have some limits for every input that we can get from user. Yeah, so let's say materials per step. When we create lesson, in the past when we had sections, yeah, so right now we use lexical editor for lesson, but in the past for lesson we added blocks. Each block could be image, audio, video, PDF page. So we had like only 50 per step, step IDs, student IDs. It's like length of IDs, not length, it's like amount of definitions, because one word can have multiple definitions. So basically everything that teacher can type, yeah, or anything that he can click, create button, we must have limits for it. Usually I put pretty big limits, so real people who will use applications, so they would never reach them, but such limits that would not break if some not a good guy would like to just dump our database with some useless things. So we have numeric values, for numbers, for text, yeah, it's mostly length. Yeah, like your name should be less than 100 characters, and so on. Like exercise config, editor state. So yeah, I guess we'll have a separate stream where we'll be fully focused on editor, because there are still so many bugs I need to fix and improvements. So I'll in details tell you how it works, and maybe we'll have to actually increase that in the future. That's some legacy upload, yeah. Timing, some debounces. Again, just to reduce load to our server, it's just because it's good to make it more performant. And of course uploads, because we do some processing on our side to reduce size of each document that is uploaded, but still we can't allow to upload huge files. It's a safety guard for teacher, and another is for us. So anyway, let's get back to what we have. Okay, it's still updating. Meanwhile, let's look at our application. If we changed, you can see now it feels better, yeah. 15 minutes, it's 2 minutes 50 seconds, but to be honest, I remember it was quicker. It was quicker. But we can keep it like this. So we save information about each generated lesson inside database. Later, when some people will use this feature to generate lessons, we can use real data to have like a formula or something like this. So we basically can take middle value from all real data just to have here more real value. For now, I guess it's okay. Let me just quickly check database. Or I can just ask AI. Yeah, so we building with AI. Let's use AI. Do we store information in database about how long it took for lesson to be fully generated, so we could aggregate this data later and use it for better preview of lesson generation duration? I will make it plan mode so it won't do any changes, just in case. Okay, so we have maximum 40 minutes left. So I hope that right now we will update correctly quota. Most bugs seems to be fixed. And then we'll do deploy. And I guess that will be all for today, yeah. Let's check. If we go to plans. Okay, so we still have those two scroll, so it didn't fix that. And it didn't fix that, okay. That's something we still need to fix. Yes, data is already persisted per generation attempt. So we have started at, completed at, and duration MC, okay. I mean, we could calculate it dynamically, but anyway. Seems like we have everything needed saved in database. Subscriptions here, okay. I guess I'll make a screenshot of this place. When I refresh the page, I see for a small time, like a second, that I have free plan, and then it's refreshed to my actual plan, which is basic. Can you make sure that we show correct plan right away? Okay, this one, the left finished. New tire quotas. So we have 20 students for free. I guess it's more than enough. 50 templates, 100 sessions. All is good. So basically, it reduced only AI credits because it's actually the only part that consumed so much of our usage. Okay, let's make 100 AI credits for free users and 500 for basic and 1K for creators. Maybe no, maybe. I mean, on basic, they can always buy a package if they want. So let's do this. I mean, the more AI credits people will have on free plan, the more they can experiment, and it's like a higher chance that in the end they will upgrade. And after they upgrade it, like, it's already helping us a lot, even on basic plan. And they can always buy just, you know, just more credits itself. Okay, let's see if current plan. You know what we can do? We can go to network and enable slow 4G, let's say, and when we refresh, we can see this jump. Because I guess AI added loaders there, which is not what I want to see. Okay. I see that you added loader while data is loading. It's wrong. Let's not just show the whole section until data is loaded. And also I'm curious, what billing get status? Oh wow, it has so many requests. So that's what I've told you on previous streams, that we have tRPC, and when page is loaded, we it automatically makes all those requests in parallel. So get status, usage get status, a list period history, billing list subscription, and so on. So from one side, it's easier to manage because each separate function is just a small function which does just its simple function. Yeah. Another option to optimize it, we could have like one single tRPC route which says get subscription page data, yeah, and that would have all of this in single request. To be honest, I'm still not sure which is the best option. So now we have like current plan appearing and moving user profile at the top. Now after a page is loaded, we move user profile line to be higher, so it's visual shift. Let's not show user profile 2 unless user data and plan data is loaded. Yeah, actually thinking right now, I guess plan data actually should be inside user data, because basically plan it's users data. Yeah, so maybe we'll combine that in the future. So what we have on the left, I'm just curious why it says 2. Do you mean we will have only 2 generation for this amount of token, like only 2 lessons? That's something weird, because let's look at calculator. So 1 hour is just 24 credits. I mean, even if we make a long lesson for 3 hours, assuming that we will remove half of this lesson after editing, so it's still almost 10 lessons. So it's basically 9 lessons. If we not include a cover image, So I guess that's like a good start for now. And for free, it will be basically 2 full lesson generations. Or they can make 4, 5. Like simple generations. Okay. So get back to fixing small bugs, as what I really hate, like fixing small bugs, but we must do it. Actually, we don't need to show this section if user already authorized. Let's hide this section if user already authenticated. So like this. Meanwhile, let's go to current plan. So when we refresh the page, now we don't see user profile in this plan, and then it just appears. Good. And again, about ignoring rules that we have. So I've asked AI to never use uppercase, and it still uses it. So we'll have like points to fix few issues. Double. And another thing I wanted to do, it's to move change plan. Move change plan button to be in current plan section and remove available plan sections at all. Okay, so that is done. To be honest, Claude Code is really great when it comes to some backend logic, to some mapping, analyzing data, and so on. And what it's still doing really bad, it's something in CSS, something in UI. You see those double scrolls, you see usually some artifacts on cards, like some borders issues, some gaps, text. Sometimes it can generate basically 2 sections with different title and those icons. Sometimes it's using good icons, so you could spend more time, finding one, but still have to struggle with it. I guess maybe because UI it's more creative area of work, and Claude Code and in general AI it's not something creating. It's usually trained on some subset of known data, and on backend usually you have strict logic. It's always has good definition, because otherwise it's unstable, and that's why with backend it can perform better. Okay, let's see what we have here. This and this finished. No, this is still generating. It just sometimes it's just easier to fix it yourself with this second scroll. We just need to understand where it's coming from, I guess here. hidden auto. I mean, why it's even edited here? I mean, why? If you have a main scroll, we can just copy this, go here, and I guess okay, it's flow auto. It's just some general wrapper. So if I remove it, it can break some other places. So basically the problem not with this internal scroll. Yeah, because you know left sidebar is not connected. I guess that was used maybe in some something like here to make, you know, lesson editor, or maybe in classroom. So anyway, what I know from my years of experience, that it's not a good thing to change something in global components and used on every page. So we will keep that. Instead, we'll just update this global scroll, or for example, okay, I mean, why? Okay, so here, students, charts, lessons, library. Okay, so for example, why library is not having this issue when they use the same? Oh no, wait. I guess here you see they have a fixed height. That's why height is never more than size of screen, yeah, because 100 VH it's like your screen height and minus audio player height. And on this page we also have this wrapper, but wait, if we have this wrapper, why do we have issue? So usually to understand what's causing, so yeah, we have scroll here. I'm out of ideas, to be honest. We have low scroll here, and here height is not more, but so this is it, and so this component has height 760, and this somehow has not. Okay, what if we put just 100 VH? Why it makes it so? Wait, width and height. No, height correct, the same. I just don't get it. Okay, what is this? Position absolute? No. Dedications, maybe. So like the whole page is 1044. Body height is also 1044. Then we have some hidden block. Okay, let's remove it. Doesn't change anything. Next nested also correct 1044. Then this main 1044 correct. Then this is bigger height 1600 something, but just because this element inside of this, and it's basically relative. Why? So we have overflow auto here. Why we still have okay, I don't know if you put it, just doesn't make sense, to be honest. Okay, I give up. Okay, let's trace back with double vertical scroll on page, just in case if it lost context. Why do we have it there? Your ideas. To be honest, I haven't do any UI since like this maybe 4 years. I would say, like, mostly I was working on backend, you know, and all UI stuff was working really good, but here is something weird. Like UI position, it was my first position at my first company. Yeah, it was almost 8 years ago, maybe even a little bit more. Basically, my job was just to do HTML pages via CSS. Then I was taught preprocessors, like my favorite was SaaS, and then I guess there was some HTML templates generators, not sure, but yeah, like and my job was to do like perfect pixel UI and not having redundant styles. So basically I was reviewing each class, each fields, you know, to make it performant, to make it not confusing for other UI developers. Yeah, then I went to front end, where half of people didn't take like much time to do UI things. They were okay with overwriting, you know, one field 10 times just to make it work, you know, adding important if needed. And then when I got to backend team, those people were really crazy about UI. That's why you can see a lot of memes in internet about backenders doing UI, because they can just, I don't know, position it with some coordinates, and that's all. Good. Okay, we have 20 minutes left, and this super bug which prevents us from deploying. Okay, while it's syncing, another thing I wanted to test, basically I can go to database, let's say we have this usage counters, and I can temporarily make like students count 50 and try to add, so you can see it's red, try to add new student, and I should get some kind of error, but I didn't get it. Why? Okay, student wasn't actually added, yeah, because of quota, but so that's something we need to fix. So we need to show error to teachers that's quota exceeded. Let's do this. Yeah, anyway, something like this. When some quota reaches its limit and then I'm trying to add student, I see a successful notification, but student is not added. Instead, I should see error notification. And let's even make button add student inactive with warning that you reach your max students limit, you need to upgrade or archive some of existing users to add new one. Also in the left sidebar where we have current plan, I want to show some identification that some quotas is fully reached, so teacher could see the issue. Yeah, I guess it will be a good idea to do this. Groups. Yeah, by the way, another question is what to do with groups, because teacher still can create a bunch of groups, maybe even if he can't. Yeah, but I guess if you can't add students, so those groups will be empty. That's why I guess it's okay. So what we have is our scrolls. So on this main, yeah, it must always have vertical scroll bar. That's correct. But why scroll container to the sidebar? Oh, I guess I got it. So it says that the scroll is not about main component, it's about sidebar. So we have two components on the same level, and somehow sidebar has scroll because we have, you see, MD overflow Y auto. It still doesn't work, so it still doesn't make sense. Why? I mean, even if it's visible, it will be it would be here, you know, on the sidebar, but it's here on the right, so it's wrong assumption, Mr. ChatGPT, Mr. Claude Code. The outer flex container is locked. To scrolls you see in the main plus sidebar pair, not body plus main. You are wrong about sidebar scroll bar, because sidebar scroll bar would be inside sidebar, but I see two scrolls on the right side of document. So it means one scroll belongs to main document and one scroll belongs to tag main. I just don't understand why do we see second scroll for document tag if height of main element is the same as height of document. Yeah, so basically it's nice to increase each of these quotas, go to related pages where we can add lesson, upload video, start generating lesson to see, start classroom session, yeah, to see how it will be handled, because as you can see, it had errors, issues with it, so it's still not finished. I guess that's why we still don't see any limits. Yeah, I mean, in general, if you ask my opinion about working with Claude code, it's better right now. You can see that like every day spending just 2 hours to work on your product, and you can see results faster. I mean, yeah, I agree that we'd like to be it even more faster, yeah. Not to have all those nasty bugs, all those issues that every time you need to redirect Claude code to tell him that he did something wrong, especially when you told him how to do it correctly and it knows how to do it correctly and so on. But still, you know, even slow movement, but it's a movement, and it doesn't feel okay, maybe not always. When I'm streaming, I feel calm when working with this, but when I was alone, and you know, when you for the 10th time ask Claude Code to fix this bug and it just do some nonsense, you get crazy. You can get so angry that you start, I don't know, using bad language and so on. Yeah, but now I feel calmer about it. Yeah, because, I mean, another option is to go and fix it myself, yeah. And so meanwhile, while Claude Code is working, I can think, look at product, yeah, and think, okay, what can I do better, yeah. I can just jump from one page to another, thinking and checking what is wrong, what can be improved, you know. So I have this idle time that I can use for improving things. In the future, if my channel will have some viewers, I can use it to like talk with you, to discuss something, yeah. Yeah, I mean, in my mind, I saw this warning slightly different. That's why we'll ask it to redo it. once it finishes. Yeah, so what we have with scroll? Yeah, you are right. Yeah, of course I'm right. But still, why do we have this bug? Flex items have a default min height auto, not 0. Auto means don't shrink below my content's minimum size. Main grows to, but how it can, no, okay, main grows, yes, that's correct. Body consultants effectively tools for bodies. No, but if we go and see our body, it's not grow with content. It has the same height as HTML has. That's what's the problem. Again, it's it says to add min height 0. Okay, let's try. I mean, when common sense leaves the chat, we start to believe in anything just to make it work. No, it didn't work. So let's see this main. What does this min height? It just adds min height 0. No. If I put auto, doesn't change anything. If I put here min height auto, if I put min height 0, doesn't change anything. If I put here min height auto 0, doesn't change anything. I don't know, here auto 0 doesn't change anything at all. So that's a reality of web development, that no one talks, only in MEMS. When we, I don't know, manage to do a lot of complex things and logic with really short time, and now it's already 30 minutes, like we're trying to fix single simple bug. And it can take even more, believe me. Okay, what if you actually remove this and remove this? Is it changes anything? No, it's not. So let's fix its assumptions, so it could maybe give another option. Wait, okay, it says that main shouldn't, no, but main doesn't have bigger height. Main's context have, and that's correct way to be. No, you're wrong. Main height is the same as document height. Only height of children elements inside main has bigger height than document. But because we have scroll on main, that's how it's supposed to be. The question is still open. Why document have scroll? So now let's say that make plan limits reach smaller size to be in the same row right after current plan. So I guess it will fit here nice, so why not? And this warning side, I guess we can keep it there. So if we go to lessons page, oh sorry, not lessons, students, add student. Okay, button is inactive, but why it removed green color? I don't get it. I asked just to move this text, that's all. Okay, maybe maybe it's still in progress, so maybe it will be fixed. Yep. Let's show him a screenshot that it did break it. Why you removed the green background that we had? I asked you only to move text. Also change text to be some limits reached. And I get just some limit reached. Oh. Okay, like our planned stream had to be only 2 hours, but let's just try to fix this. Just invest a little bit more time. Maybe we'll fix that bug. I mean, if you're curious why it happened, maybe you will have something similar in the future, and it will help you to solve this. Because as you can see, AI can solve it. I can solve it too, so okay, meanwhile, to save up some time, let's do for templates we have 200 limit. Yeah, let's put limit this, then AI credits 400, and classroom sessions 200, and storage bytes. Oh, I mean, can we just add some zeros? Oh, yep, we have everything is reached. Now we can go to each page and see if I can create lesson. Yes, I can. I mean, it probably will not be created on backend, but on UI we don't have any information that it can be done. Upload files. Can I upload new file? Okay, storage quota exceeded. So it's good I see this message, but it I guess should be also duplicated here on this button, because user can open folder explorer, finding all those files, selected them, and then he clicks upload files, and you say, oh, you can't upload it. Value means this user will be super angry. Sometimes I'm that user. Students classroom. So we need to plan some lesson. Schedule a lesson, and now in classroom, when we enter classroom, error limit classroom session. Here we even don't have human translation for this, so we need to ask AI to check every place to fix it. Jesus, I've asked him just to return background, you see, and it's already trying to do something for 3 minutes. That's why not all the time it's making sense. Okay, get back to our bug. And you see, it says, that matches exactly what you are seeing. Main height equal document height, both 200. But no, it's not. That's what I'm telling him for the third time, and it just ignores what I'm telling it. No, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense at all. So that's the issue on mobile, yeah? Again, HTML one size, body the same size, div the same size, main even smaller size here. So how we can have the scroll? I mean, I can put here like overflow hidden, but that's not the right way to do it. And you can see, yeah, I need to scroll back, but that's not the right way to do things. No, all your assumptions are wrong. HTML tag, document tag, and main tag, they all have the same height, which is 1000. Main's children have bigger height, let it be 2000. I expect to see only one scroll inside main tag. Why HTML or document tag has scroll too? Just, what it's doing? I just don't get it. You see, it calls Playwright. I mean, is it trying to run Chrome in background to check if it has correct background, because it probably doesn't believe me that it broke it. I don't know. Sometimes AI is really really weird. Yeah, I mean, it's also looking weird. The worst part that we spent 10 minutes trying to move this, and in the end it still looks terrible. I don't like it. Okay, let's do like this. Let's have this page, then this page, then library, it's Claude files, Classroom, it's basically it should be start lesson button. And I'm sure that in lesson generating, okay, here it has some sense. Yeah, like you used your AI quotas this month, you can upgrade, we can see that it's disabled, that message. On the screenshots that I've added, you can see action items, action buttons, green ones. Make sure that when related limit is reached, this button is disabled, and somewhere in a good place near this button we show a small note that specific limit is reached, upgrade to continue, and something like this. Okay, so how is Claude doing this session? Really bad, honest, really bad. So why is what to inspect? Open DevTools. Okay, I can do this. So actually there are ways, even with GStack, you can configure so Claude Code can have access to your application. You can add the cookies, so even if you have some authentication, Claude Code can open browser in background, do some screenshots, do even actual manual testing that you asking him. So it can all do that. I had some issues with it with cookies, maybe because I'm using Ubuntu, because it said something wrong with my configuration. But I guess we'll need to do it one day. Maybe we'll even do it together live. To configure it, it would really help. So what should I send him? I guess I sent just like a picture. I'm not sure if it needed those tags. I can send 2 pictures. One picture of that and this picture like extended. Yeah. 0, 0. Oh wow, I have one person who's following me, I guess, on Twitch. That's great. Yeah, on Kik I have nothing except spam, and on YouTube 0 people at all. Anyway, maybe they are still sleeping. I'm just understand that we all have different time zones, and I'm recording not in a good time for most people who would like to watch it. Maybe I'll reschedule later to record during my late evening, and then it will be probably morning for you, so we'll see. Okay, let's put this to console. Oh, now it seems like something useful. It could find some elements tag which has absolute position, and those elements somehow positioned outside of visible viewport, which forces document viewport to be extended. But like height of this document is still not extended, yeah, it's still 1K, but just because those elements exist, browser allows you to scroll to them. So that's really confusing, but I understand that Chrome can't make it better because it's just logically really hard to comprehend. I believe if we remove those things or make sure that they are appearing in the correct position, it will be fixed. Yeah, we have only one normal scroll. Perfect. Now I'm a little bit happier. Again, as you can see, Claude fixed it. Maybe not as a first attempt, but to be honest, how much time would you spend to find out that there are some tag inside many nested elements that causes this? Yeah. From other hand, if you do this code alone, you would probably didn't have such span tags at all, because to be honest, I still don't get what are those spans, whereas I mean they shouldn't be. Here everything should be static, it's simple layout. Okay, some limits reached. Let's see what we have progress here. Okay, it's still working. It means we can try to improve. I mean, we're still waiting, so we can try to improve this current plan. Limits reached. Some limits reached. I just don't know how to put it. Maybe if you put this icon like here, and make it maybe smaller. And maybe kind of move it. Again, I'm using margin just to visually move it. Maybe something like this. Yep, sorry, I'm back. Maybe we don't even need that warning sign at all. Just basically just have it like this. Some plans reached. Okay, let's tell him to do like this. And the funny thing, you can see it fixed it just with one class name, relative. So after it put relative to main, all elements that positioned like absolutely, they got correct coordinates here, and it started to work. So that's funny. Can you make changes to sidebar component that shows current plant to be exactly how it looks on image? So basically remove icon and align this yellow text to the right. Session transcript, I guess yes. We don't have any like information there, and nothing sensitive. And if you can help Anthropic to improve their models, it means that they will give us better models that we can use to write code even more smoothly. So that's why I prefer to share something that is not, you know, prohibited and so on. Okay, so if we go to students, we already see it's still not responsive. Yeah, I guess we'll need to maybe have like a separate session about making sure that it's our app is fully responsive. Yeah, because it has some issues, still not the worst. It's still usable, but it's not fully beautiful. Yeah, it's not fully beautiful, so we'll have place for improvement. But at least we have message there. Let's see. Okay, it's not that. This one's still working. Again, it's using Playwright to do like the problem. It's really great that Claude Code can do this work. It's incredible, but it takes so much time for him to do all that stuff which I haven't asked him to do, and I'm even not talking about spending token for something. That's why. I guess I can add a rule not to do it. Come on, it just removed background again. I don't get it. So anyway, create lesson. There is still no button. Library upload files. There's still no any message. Calendar. So it's still working. Good changes, but why you removed green background again? Please return background back how it was. Yeah, and I guess on that note, we need to wrap up. Tomorrow we have another session where I guess we'll continue fixing issues that we have. So basically it's making sure that we have correct messages about limits reached. Also, we'll create one more, I guess, weekly job in Inngest functions that will go over each user and recalculate active students, templates, and so on, just to make sure that quotas are correct. And if it's not correct, we will send error to Telegram. I guess, yeah, I will show you our integration with Telegram, how I use it for debugging and some small analytics. I mean, for now, for me, it's the simplest way because Telegram is always near me. Then later, before actual, like, when we go live in public, I mean, right now we already live in public, but no one knows about us. When we'll start maybe some social media and when we start reaching teachers personally, asking them to try our website and so on. Just before that, we need to improve our system monitoring tools, and there are plenty of things we can add. All of them I will share. So we will have Sentry, we will have PostHog for session recordings, for sending events. What else we can have? Yeah, so we will investigate together what else I can use. Again, all those tools, they have a good free tier that is enough for us for the first time. And that's all. Thank you for being here, watching the work that I'm doing. basically that's additional inspiration for me, and additional way to move. Even if my streams will not get any views and so on, at least I will have progress with my web application, and I will have a good progress, personal progress. I will learn how to talk more interesting, how to talk better, avoiding maybe some small mistakes, and the most important is to be more confident. Yeah, so that will be super important when it comes to selling product to the customers, and even if I'll have sometime in the future, calls with possible investors and so on, I guess they would like to hear a confident person who can speak in English at least better than, I don't know, B2 or something like this. So see you tomorrow. Have a good day, and bye.